And we say good morning to you. Welcome. We are back and ready to go. Thanks for being with us on this Monday, June the 23rd. We're live at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, one of my favorite places in the whole wide world. We're here again ready to bring you a brand new week after being off a week and taking some time off. Recharging the battery, doing good. So we're back and ready to go. Hope you are as well. We're here. Glad you're there. And so lots to cover. We're getting ready, right on the cusp of getting ready to switch gears and get into high school football season and fall sports not that far away. You see the countdown on the screen. 60 days to kickoff. 60 days. Well, I get over here. There we go. 60 days to kickoff. 4 hours, 11 minutes, and 27 seconds till the Cyclones open things up on the road at Science Hill on August the 22nd. So good morning to you. Had a good time off. Got a chance to recharge the batteries. A big thank you. Yesterday we had the opportunity and the privilege to speak at Biltmore Baptist Church. We pinch hitted for Pastor Jason Hartley. Very warm reception. Dan Spears, Ken Hauser, Grayson Young, and Jill Faust. Now, Grace and Jill were the praise team. Praise duo did a great job. Ken Hauser and Mr. Spears were up there leading the service in the absence of Pastor Hartley. So we had a good time yesterday, and we appreciate them very, very much. And the Lord was there yesterday. It was good to be in the house of the Lord at Biltmore Baptist. So thanks again for that opportunity to speak there yesterday. So we got lots going on. NBA, since I was gone for a week, NBA's wrapped up. That happened last night. Halliburton gets hurt was a big, obviously to me, was the turning point of that game, no question. LSU wins the College World Series baseball championship. Coastal Carolina's two coaches got tossed in the first inning. They said, don't remember us for that. Remember us for getting to the College World Series, which I thought was very classy. The hockey is now the king of the hockey world are the Carolina Panthers, the Stanley Cup playoffs. And so all that's has happened, but now we shift gears to college football. Got another story today about college football, in fact, two of them. Wisconsin is suing Miami over a player, transfer portal. Knew that was going to come, just a matter of time. And then also you have a suggestion out there. We're going to get into this a little bit later in the show. A suggestion to move the start date, go from week 1 to week 0 for college football. Start a week earlier than they already are. So there you go. Those are a couple of things out on the table. That plus Major League Baseball. Got lots going on. Got a coach that stepped down over in Rye Cove, a very successful, I might add, softball coach, and said, I'm going to go spend more time with my family. I hear that more and more. So don't get me started. That's part of what I spoke on yesterday, our priorities. What will you be remembered for? What is your dash on your headstone? Is everything you've accomplished and done in your life. So what will you remember for? What will be your legacy? And so Nick Hood, the coach at Rye Cove, I'm going to step away and be a daddy. Watch my daughter who just got a scholarship play softball at Bluefield. And also I'm going to be a daddy to watch my son who's coming into high school. There you go. You get one shot at them. Don't need me to preach, but my father used to say, you get one shot. Once they're grown, they're gone. You get one shot. So invest in them, pour into them, know where they are all the time, check their comings and goings. He was right. Didn't want to believe it at the time, but he was right. You get one shot. And so once they're grown, they're gone. Pour into them, spend time with them. That's what Nick Hood's doing. So we'll talk about that a little bit later in the show. Lots going on, obviously, as we've said a couple of times here. I'm just glad to be back. I love the time off, always do. We'll take some more time off in July and get really, once we get cranked in after Dead Week, we're in. We'll take a couple more days here around the 4th, and so we, just the way it goes, we can do that, and we're blessed that we can. National Anthem time, who can do it? Oh, man. Well, great day, first day back after a week off to hear the melodious sounds of Faith Hill on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Again, glad to be back. Man, oh man. Enjoyed the time off, no question, but glad to be back. Hello, Brenda Grindstaff. I've seen her twice in the grocery store. Hello, darling. We got to stop meeting like that in Food City. We're running into each other, almost literally. So hello to Brenda Grindstaff. Hello to Ken Farr. Again, big thanks to Biltmore Baptist. We were there yesterday speaking, so thanks again to those folks. We'll probably thank them several more times during the show. Very warm, very kind, very nice church. And so we pinch hitted for Pastor Hartley yesterday. All right, so here we go. University of Wisconsin. Take a look at some college football. Again, Leslie's here from Sycamore Shoals. She's wolfing down her lunch, and she'll come be with us here in a few minutes. She's got a bag of, well, not actually wolfing it down. She's enjoying her lunch. And she has a bag of show and tell from Sycamore Shoals State Park Gift Shop, which we love promoting her. And what they do at the park. And we'll get the latest turnstile clicking, he's here. Randy's in the house. Everybody sit up straight. Mr. Yankee. University of Wisconsin filing a lawsuit against University of Miami. Here we go. For allegedly tampering with former player Xavier Lucas, who signed with the Hurricanes during the winter transfer portal cycle. And so Wisconsin denied a request from Lucas to enter the transfer portal back in December. Said you signed a revenue sharing agreement with us. You can't just get up and walk out, which he did. And so now he's moved on to Miami, and they are suing him. I like this. You like a lawsuit? No. At some point, this has got to stop. I don't know who's going to do it. Maybe this guy's going to get it started. But at some point, it just has to, Nick Saban has said it. Greg Sankey, the SEC commissioner, has said it. You can ask about anybody that's close to the sport. Kirby Smart said it. Dabo Swinney has said it. It goes on and on and on. Josh Heupel showed it with Nico I'm leaving. But at some point, it just has to, you can't just come in, cut a deal, and take off. This is what this kid apparently did. So Wisconsin said, no, you can't leave because you signed a revenue sharing agreement. You agreed to play at Wisconsin, and we're paying you to do that. And so now you're going to go because the pastures are greener. The grass is greener for Will down in Miami. NCAA bylaws mandate universities must enter players into the transfer portal within 2 business days of a request. He requested, and he said, no, you're part of us. You signed an agreement to be a Wisconsin Badger. I applaud him for that. So, of course, you get guess who involved? An attorney. The Wisconsin Badgers said they reluctantly decided to pursue legal action to ensure integrity. Thank you. In the ever-changing landscape of college football. I agree with them 100%. Leslie says she will come do the show, and I'm going to pay her $50 a show to come do the show. Leslie, and we signed a contract. Then she comes and says, I'm going to go and do, pick someplace, XYZ show for $100, but I've signed an agreement with you. I'm going to go over there with them, and you leave me high and dry. Well, number one is not right. Do what you say you're going to do is what my father, the Marine, always said. Do what you say you're going to do. So this kid signed to play for Wisconsin, and so he just gets a wild hair and moves on to Miami. The lawyer who is representing him says the contract he signed at Wisconsin is only a memorandum of understanding. It's not enforceable. So that tells me it ain't worth the piece of paper you signed it on. So until the settlement was finalized. So okay, so you sign an agreement to play, and so now it's not worth the paper it's written on because it was a memorandum of understanding and it's not enforceable. Then why sign the contract? So I'm telling you, at some point, I don't know where it's going to be, how it's going to be, but the bottom it's going to have to fall out to get this thing back in some sense of line inside the guardrails, as they keep saying. All right, so it's already a 4.5 month football schedule, and now there's talk about starting the college football season a week earlier. In fact, it's going to happen because you know how it goes. Where there's smoke, there's fire, and so they're talking it, and they're going to do it. In an effort to curtail additional wear and tear from extended college football season. Okay, now go through that one with me. In an effort to curtail additional wear and tear on a football season, we're going to start the Axel Steins is in the house, and so is his mama. Hello, Mama. How are you? And Papa Bear's here, too. It's the Waltons are here. The Steins are in the house. We'll get Axel in here in a minute. So they're going to move the kickoff date from week 1 to what is now week 0. University wishing to play during week 0 ahead of the more traditional week 1 of Labor Day weekend must be granted a waiver, but bringing back an earlier kickoff date as a permanent fixture is gaining steam. It's going to happen. But now here's the reason. To curtail wear and tear from an extended college football season, going to start an extra week early. I don't get that. FBS teams play a 12-game regular season schedule followed by the opportunity of a 13th contest during conference championship weekend, and then games in the postseason. So putting in a week 0, making the new week 1, would provide more time for additional open dates during what amounts to a grueling 4.5-month schedule. Okay, I get it now. I'll back up and say I get it because, I'll start a week early, gives you an extra somewhere along the line to take an open date. Give them a chance to heal up. Okay, I'm with you. I got that now. So I'll back up and say, okay. So is it going to happen? Yeah, I think it is going to happen. SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey says we should have a consistent start date. Well, that's what they're talking about. Everybody go back from week 1 back to week 0, give them the opportunity. He says we all should start on the same page every time. So we'll see. Hey, we're live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Tomorrow will be at Phil's Dream Pit. Wednesday, right back here, or right back at Chick-fil-A, I should say, in Johnson City. Thursday will be at Carter County Bank and wrap up the week at Food City on that Food City Friday. She's in the house. She's coming. She's going to join us right after this break. Miss Betsy's here. Also, Leslie's here. And you're here, and I appreciate that. Quick break right back after this on the Tom Taylor Sports Center. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Tammy Troutman. A lot of antique stores out there. Why come to the Eagle Center?
Oh my goodness, there are so many reasons to come and visit the Eagle Center. We have wonderful vendors, nearly 50 vendors who have the best merchandise. They hunt, they pick, they're always changing it out, keeping it clean and fresh and new and interesting, and we have wonderful vendors.
Yes, you do. And we're going into the spring, and we're in spring and summer. Great time coming down downtown Elizabeth and shop here because the inventory changes all the time.
Yes, it does, and we have air conditioning, so you can come in, cool off, look at things, browse. We have 2 levels.
Certificates?
We have gift certificates available. We have layaway available.
Yep, you can do those. Get a gift certificate. They can come back and get what they want when they want, or do a layaway for down the road, even into the holidays. You can do that. It's all right here. The hours are open.
We're open 10 to 5 every single day except for Sunday.
Mm-hmm. And where do we find you on social media?
We're on Eagle Center Co-op on Facebook, and then Eagle Center Antiques on Instagram.
And the phone number we have to call to find out,
The
talk
phone
to
number
you?
is 542-6674.
Here you go. One of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and on Cyclone Sports, the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Look who stopped by. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. You having a good summer?
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Yep. So it is lunchtime at Chick-fil-A because it's getting busy. I love it. So, and again, the frosted peach lemonade, using diet lemonade, smoking good. Really, really good. Betsy's here in Northeast Community Credit Union, one of our great sponsors of the show, and also the Tour of Schools and the Readers are Winners reading incentive we do during the school year, and also we did this summer for summer school. So we appreciate them very much doing that. Tell her about your last name.
Hicks. Betsy Hicks.
Betsy Hicks, and now I've never asked her that, so now I know. I just call her Miss Betsy. So, you guys, you're always out doing something really cool. You're sponsoring 2 really cool events. So let's start with the first one, Hometown Heroes Night. What's that all about?
Heroes. It's any veterans or any military personnel or first responders can get into the ball game down at the Northeast Community Credit Union ball field.
The River Riders,
River Riders, yep.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be when?
It's July 18th.
Yep.
Just bring your ID. You'll get in for free. Bring some family with you and be a fun night.
Hometown Heroes Night at the ballpark on July the 18th. First responder, all you got to do is bring your ID, as Betsy said, you're in for free. That's going to be great. So we say thank you to our hometown heroes, which would be first responders, firefighters, police officers, EMS people, medical
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah.
Who am I leaving off? Am I forgetting anybody? First responders would be ambulance people or EMS people,
Yeah.
firefighters, police.
Yeah.
Am I leaving anybody off?
I don't know. If you're there, come in.
Yeah. So I think I covered them all.
I think so.
Our hometown heroes, our first responders, first ones to a bad situation, a wreck or a fire, or whatever, would be those folks. So come one, come all, July the 18th at the ballpark, right over the hill from where we are at Northeast Community Credit Union Ballpark. Then the second thing, which is really cool, on November the 8th at ETSU, it's really, this guy's good. I've seen him in concert. You guys are sponsoring. Tell us who's coming.
Matthew West, and he's also bringing Peter Burton with him.
Yep. So it's a contemporary Christian concert November the 8th at the ETSU Martin Center. Tickets are at etsumartincenter.org, but brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union. That's awesome. Matthew West. That's good.
Yeah, we're really excited.
Absolutely. The name of the concert tour is Don't Stop Praying. There it is, the 2025 tour. And we always need to be praying. Obviously, you can look around and see what's going on. We need to be praying for our president, our country, the Iranians. Pray with the Iranians, absolutely. He died for them too. The Russians, Vladimir Putin. Pray for Putin. Yeah, he's one of us. John 3:16 said, "For God so loved the world, He died for all of us." So yeah, so don't stop praying. 2025 tour, Matthew West, coming up on Saturday, November the 8th. Our tickets on sale now. Can you get them now?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is the latest on the drive-through over here?
We're hoping this week's
This
the
week?
week. But definitely next week. I don't want to say definitely,
Yeah. Just
but
so.
yeah. Yeah.
Within the next 2 weeks, gonna be opened
Oh,
up.
I'd say by Friday. I would
By
say,
Friday? Yeah.
but
So is that kind of the last? So you got the new building built. It's open.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess this is the lobby's done. So I guess this is really the last thing to get done, right? Is the drive-through?
Major thing,
Major
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
So the drive-through, which has been down obviously for a while, while they were redoing the drive-through. So the difference is what? What do we do when we did the drive-through? We added more lanes. What do we do?
There is an extra lane, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just for overflow. But yeah, it's a little different. You'll be talking to a screen, but we're still inside helping you.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys are open on Saturdays too, right?
We are.
Oh yeah. So, all right. So we always talk about the teachers. Yeah, here it is, June 23rd. But every month, you guys give away $300 to a school teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that's awesome. It's year round, so you can do the math. 3 times 12 is $3,600. They're shelling out, giving out to teachers in the 5 counties of Carter, Johnson, Unicoi, Sullivan, and Washington.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a teacher in any of those, she's going to tell you where to go to in a minute, the website.
Yeah.
But if you're a teacher in any of those counties, whether you're a kindergarten teacher, a high school teacher, middle school teacher, you name it, you have an opportunity to win $300 for your classroom. I really think that's really, really neat.
It is cool.
It
Just
is
go
cool.
to BeMyCU.org.
BeMyCU.org is where you got to go. It's all you got to do. And get signed up. And once a month, year round, they'll pick one. You pick one the first of the month, the end of the month.
I'd have to ask Andrea.
Generally speaking, it doesn't matter. I mean,
Yeah.
it's whenever. It's monthly. That they may buzz you and say, "Hey, you're the teacher of the month. We're going to give you $300 for your classroom." I would think to sign up for that would take about a couple of minutes tops.
I wouldn't imagine it would take very long.
Put your name in, something. It's not like they have to have some long. Probably the school you teach at, the grade you teach at, and your name. I would think. You go to BeMyCU.org,
Yeah.
and where do I go from there to find it? Where do I go to get signed up?
You just look on the website.
Look on the
I'm
website.
not exactly sure.
Yeah. Go down through there and find it, and there you go. So, good stuff. So, you got the First Responders Night, Hometown Heroes Night on July the 18th, brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union. And then the Matthew West Concert, November the 8th at ETSU, brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union. How long you been working at the credit union? How long you been there?
12 years.
12 years. Has it changed in 12 years? Is that a really
Absolutely.
a really stupid question? She
Yeah.
looked like, yes, Tom. Of course it's changed.
It's always
So,
good change.
always positive change. We're growing, aren't we?
Yep.
Lots of growth.
Yeah.
Lots of growth. I was talking to Aubrey the other day, selling loans. He said, oh, yeah, we're selling lots of loans. We're making lots of loans for personal, professional, vacation, second cars.
Yeah.
There's whatever the reason is, home equity line of credit, doing a fix-up around your house, want to buy a boat, whatever you're doing, come to you guys. And really, you can go to the website. It can start right there, right?
Yep.
BeMyCU.org. Get it rolling. So
Go to loans.
go to loans. From there, you get an answer pretty quick to get you a loan for whatever your need is from Northeast Community Credit Union. Are you hungry?
I am.
Go. You did a great job. I'll
Right.
keep you. I know
Thank you.
I know you get back to the office. Thank you again. Hometown Heroes Night, July the 18th. If you're a first responder, get in free. Just show your ID, obviously. And then also they're sponsoring that at the ballpark that they've named Northeast Community Credit Union Ballpark, where the River Riders play. And then also, as we said, the Don't Stop Praying Tour coming to town November the 8th, the East Tennessee State University Martin Center. Matthew West and Peter Burton, brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union. Good stuff. Thank you, lady.
Thank you.
Yep. See you soon.
Bye.
Yep. She comes every couple of weeks. We appreciate that. We're going to take a break and be right back. Leslie's here with Show and Tell from Sycamore Shoals State Park. She joins us coming up. We're here live. Yet to come, we're going to be talking about a little NBA, big blockbuster trade. Kevin Durant makes a move. We'll tell you all about that. But first, here's something from Chick-fil-A, the Cobb Salad on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
I work at the Chick-fil-A.
I go to that Chick-fil-A all the time.
He came to the drive-thru. Before I can give him his change, he drove away. It was a month before he came back in.
Marcus hands me this envelope, and it's like $3.
I kept it in my back pocket for over a month.
That's crazy. I'm just like pretty stunned.
She's like, dude, you serious? What?
Appreciate the $3, man.
Yeah.
And we found out we both play trumpet.
It's not the same as it was 2 years ago, let alone when we played. Randy and I were having a discussion about the tampering. And I don't think you should let him do it. I applaud Wisconsin for suing him. We'll talk about that again. Xavier Lucas signed an agreement to play football in Wisconsin, and then he decides he's going to bolt to go to University of Miami. Wisconsin, whoa, time out. Whoa. You signed a contract with us. His attorney, of course, who got involved, said it's not worth the paper it's signed on. So now Xavier Lucas has not only left Wisconsin, probably going to be a starter for Miami. So it will be a milestone decision. If this goes through, look out, because it's going to be Katie bar the door. Then you're going to see a lot more, I think, lawsuits flying. So we'll see. She's here. Hello, how are you, dear?
Hey, good. I would never go to another show over your show.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Isn't she sweet?
You said that.
I was using that as an example.
Yep.
Leslie's coming over here for $50. She will go over there for wherever she go for $75. So Tom, I'm leaving. But we signed an agreement, which we didn't. We signed an agreement. Well, I don't care. I'm going over there. This is pretty much what this guy's done.
Yep.
Randy's against it. I'm against it.
I'm against it.
I'm against it too.
I think that's crazy.
It is crazy. So it's called integrity. It's called loyalty. Nobody's well, I won't say nobody, but
Common sense.
most folks aren't loyal anymore.
That's right.
It's all about Randy
All
went
about
like this.
all about the bottom line, the
That's it.
dollar.
That's it. Axel Stein's here. He's going to join us coming up in a few minutes. So What have we got going on in Sycamore
Okay.
Shoals?
Last weekend of Liberty.
Is this the last weekend?
Thursday,
Wow.
Friday, Saturday. Randy and I will be John and Elizabeth Carter on Saturday night. If we get to have it, everybody pray for no rain.
Yep. It's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, right?
Yep. Our understudies are doing it on Thursday and Friday night. So Saturday, last night, we'll be also on Saturday night, we're having the dedication of the 241-year-old land grant we've got in the museum. The family that gave it to us to take care of, it's the Patience Cooper land grant. That predates the Constitution, and it's just was written a few years after the Declaration. So
That's awesome. Now, for those of you out there going, what is this? It's the official outdoor drama of the state of Tennessee.
yes.
And the big boys were in town last week, wasn't
They were. The TDEC Deputy Commissioner, Greer Tidwell, was there. He knows Steve Darden. I guess they're good friends, so he got to see Steve Darden play Charles Robertson. He was tickled. A bunch of our commissioners and mayors and city bigwigs were there,
Yep.
and I think they enjoyed it.
As it should be. It's a big deal.
Yes, it is.
This represents the whole state. The official outdoor drama of the state of Tennessee here in Elizabethton / Tri-Cities. They deserve. All the big dogs should be here. My humble opinion.
Thank
So,
you.
Yes.
Yep,
Well,
Governor.
Randy, continue eating your lunch, please. Randy's being a silly goose.
We need the governor to
We need the
come.
gov.
President.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have ties, let
Yeah.
him know.
Oh, I don't need ties. So, only
Okay.
tie I got's to Randy, and he's here. So that's the only tie I got. That's the only
Okay.
contacts. But yeah, and in all seriousness, they should be. It's a big deal. This land, I mean, the whole thrust of this play, this production, was a turning point in the development of our country, right?
That's right.
Give them a quick history of it one more time.
Okay, we're going to cover 4 major events. You're going to see it brought to life. The first event is where the first settlers came across the proclamation line, settled here, and wrote their own laws to govern themselves by. Watauga Association's what they call themselves. Second thing you'll see is the big attack by the Cherokee on the Fort Watauga, and there was a lot that went along with that. Another thing you'll see is the Transylvania and Watauga Purchase, biggest land deal that ever took place in U.S. history. 20 million acres were purchased from the Cherokee by the settlers.
There you go.
And last, we covered Kings Mountain.
What time's the showtime? Is what time?
Doors open at 6:30 to get your armbands, and then at 8 the show starts. Some like Saturday night we'll have the thing where we dedicate the land grant, 241-year-old land grant, in the museum, and the family's coming. Adult tickets $16, seniors $12, and I think that's 60 and up. Veterans and first responders $7, although Veterans Night got rained out last week, so they're going to do it Thursday this week. So if you're a veteran first responder, Thursday night, the 26th, I think, you get in free with a guest.
Someone will ask
And-
a question. Do you think you guys could pull this off indoors somewhere? Do you have to be at the theater? And here's why I say this, because you guys work so hard at this, and you're just like Bristol Motor Speedway. They work so hard at the race, and you're always susceptible to the weather because it's outdoors.
That's true.
Could you ever possibly modify it and put it like at the Bonnie Cade or someplace inside?
Probably we need a stage big enough, though. I don't know if Bonnie and Kate would be big enough.
Well, I'm just using that as an
Yep,
example, but
yep.
every year we come here and we push it and push it and push it, and then the dad blame thing gets rained
out.
and nothing you can do about it.
Nope.
So I just think it's totally so unfair to you all because you work so hard and you're always at the whims of the weather. So
This is true.
anyway, that's my 50 cents. That don't
Huh?
change anything.
Dome the park. Randy said.
What'd he say?
Dome the park.
Tell him just to keep eating over there. That's 3 things he's nailed me with. Keep him occupied over there.
Eat.
Dome the park. Hey, that's a good idea. Would you like that retractable dome or just a dome? Yeah, I'll just pull it back. I got you.
Oh, gosh.
We'll work on that on the next committee meeting. I'll bring it up. Randy said let's dome Sycamore Shoals.
Okay.
Okay. Moving right along.
All right.
Your husband's a hoot. You know
He
that.
is, yeah.
How many years you thought he's been a hoot? How many years?
28 years.
28 years
Yeah.
you thought he's a hoot. thinks he's a hoot.
Well, more than that, but I've known him longer than that.
There
But
you go.
28 years,
28 years.
day in, day out.
He has said yes, dear, for 28 years. You got it. He said, you know, every time we have an argument, I always get the last word in. Yes, dear. There you go. I got you. I understand.
Okay. So
All
we
right.
got all kinds of things going
Tell
on.
me what's going on at
Well,
Sycamore Shoals.
I've got to tell you about the next big one, and then I'll have to. We've got Carter Mansion tours, Sabine Hill tours, tours of the fort. From Wednesday through Sunday, we have 2 seasonal rangers with us. Through the end of the summer, so they'll be doing all those tours. They'll be doing a few programs here and there as well. We have, this is our first ever, I think this is our first ever Junior Ranger Camp coming up. It's going to be a 3-day camp, and there's a QR code you can come in and get. It's July 16th through the 18th. It goes from 9 in the morning till 12.
Right.
And ages 8 to 12. There
Yep.
is a charge. I'm not sure what it is, but it's for all of the things they'll be giving you. And plus, it's going to be really neat. They're going to be doing all kinds of outdoorsy stuff, survival stuff. That's why I brought these. Here's the outdoor whistle.
It says Flint and Steel Fire Building, Cherokee Crafts, Colonial Kids Games. We'll get into all that in just a second. So this coming up on July 16th to the 18th,
Yes.
which is not that far away.
Yep.
Ages 8 to 12.
Mm-hmm.
There's a QR code, so I'm going to put it up on the screen. And maybe if you want to, if you're out there and you would like to take a picture of it, you can do that. I think it'll go through. So there it is. Let me hold it up here for a second or two. If you'd like to register for the Junior Ranger Camp.
Mm-hmm.
First time we've done this, all right?
Mhm.
It's good. So there it is. If that's not the
And
way
you
you want to
went-
do it, you go by the park or give them a phone
Yes.
call.
Yes,
So
and you'll be a Junior Ranger after
Yep.
that. Woohoo!
there you go.
All this stuff has to do with it. We've got these in the gift shop. That's the Flint and Steel fire starting kit.
How cool.
That's a striker and Flint.
And the Flint?
And the wool
1995
stripe.
on
Mhm.
sale.
Yep.
Or for sale. Okay.
This is just it's like survival thing. They're going to be doing a few of the survival things, so I just brought a few of those.
The
It's
survival
got one of
things
those
for
blankets in it and
$2.95.
little
Okay.
whistle hanging on it, and it's one of those survival blankets.
Okay.
Yep.
For $2.95.
Mhm.
Okay.
You got, and they may be using a few of these. One's a whistle compass combo. We got the compass by itself.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not going to take this out, but this is a
Hang on to this. Hang on a second. Let's do this. $18.95. There's the compass.
mhm,
And there's the actual
in case
whistle.
you get
with-
lost.
Okay, that's with the compass. Without the compass, it's $12.95. Same thing.
Whistle.
Wooden, actual carved out a piece of wood whistle. Okay.
And then there's the compass by itself.
Compass by itself goes for $13.95. And there's the compass. You'll never get lost out in the woods or anywhere for that matter.
Right.
So,
We
all
got
right.
a compass keychain.
This retails. This all at the gift shop at Sycamore Shoals for $9.95.
Yep.
There you go.
And I
So,
should have brought the telescope that comes out, but I can't open that one. We've got a brass and a leather telescope, and
Yep.
the telescope comes out 3 sections, and it's a really nice telescope. You can see the fort like you're right on top of it when you're down there. These little kits have all of those things in them combined.
the blue and gray Civil War kit with a wood signal whistle, a mini brass compass, and a mini brass telescope for $18.95. And a little bag poke, if you will, pouch maybe. It's called a pouch.
Yep.
Here's a Don't Tread on Me Revolutionary kit, wood signal whistle, mini sand timer. And a mini brass compass for $16.95 in a pouch. Okay.
And these are just some kids' books we've got. They may be talking about tracking. That's the track books, the animal track books.
Let me show this real quick. So this shows the tracks of a bobcat. Not all these would be around here necessarily because this is
It's
a Florida panther, but here's an
southern,
armadillo. So
southern part of the country. Some of them are us.
Yeah, some
That's
of 'em.
all-inclusive Southeast and Gulf states.
yeah.
Yep.
So this goes for $9.95 for that. Okay.
I don't know if they'll be logging any, but we've got the bird logs and the bug logs.
Well, that's cool.
If you want to walk around in the park and write down what you see and observe.
How cool.
Yeah.
$11.95 the bug log for the kids
Or the bird log.
or the bird log. Axel Stiles coming up here in a second. All right.
All right, and this is a book written by Jennifer Bauer. wildlife, wildflowers, and wild activities for kids to do. Summertime, there's some really neat things in there you could do with your children
Cool.
to keep them occupied.
All this at the gift shop, the Sycamore Shoal, which is right up the street.
Okay, and these are just some books that the kids might like for the summer.
Okay, we're going to swap these out here so we got room.
I'll do it.
So we don't hit the microphone, which we did. So
Sorry.
there we go. All
And
right.
I've got 2 more there.
Here's called a night walk.
Things you'll
Includes
see at
a-
night.
Includes a magnifying glass in this. That's really cool.
Yep.
And this goes for $14.99.
All these books will be the same price.
This one's about to going on a bug hunt. Peek inside a flower, look under a log, and discover the fascinating bugs that live all around you. Really cool.
You can use your bug log with that one.
Bug log, yep. Wild and furry animals of the southern Appalachian Mountains. Here you go.
Signed
black
by
bear,
the
mink.
author.
Hmm?
Signed by the author.
Black bear, bobcat, cougar, deer mouse, chipmunk, gray fox is some of them you can see. There's a whole list of them on the back. You can see for yourself. Come in here and check this out. Really cool for $18.95 for that.
Okay, and then these
Okay.
are 3 more of that series you had.
Discovering trees. Head outside with this activity-packed hands-on field guide and explore the wonders of the trees growing all around you. So here's a little how perfect is the God we serve? Trees give off what? Oxygen. They take in carbon dioxide.
Yep.
We take in oxygen, give out carbon dioxide. They need carbon dioxide to breathe, and they give out oxygen. It's funny how that
Perfect
works.
cycle.
Is that a fluke? No, it's not a fluke. Birds are in the air, on the ground, and everywhere in between. Learn all about the birds with a hands-on field guide. There you go. And the last one is a rock hunt. Find all kinds of rocks wherever you look. Head outside with a hands-on field guide. Have fun. These should go for what? $12.99. If you bought them in a set, is there still $12.99?
I don't know.
If you bought them all in a set, that'd be cool to buy them in
Yeah.
a set.
Yeah.
So, all right, we have a walking stick.
We have big walking sticks, and then we've got a few left of the children's walking sticks. That's
How
a
cool.
child walking stick.
How cool.
It has a bell on it in case they get lost. They can start ringing that
Ringing
bell.
a bell.
Yep.
That's neat. Little kid-sized walking. You
Walking
got adult walking sticks too, don't you?
Pardon?
Got them
yes.
both? Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome.
And that's it.
That's it. For
He did tell me, the Ranger Moorfield told me he would come talk to you next week about it if you want.
Absolutely.
But he said at the end of the camp, the last day, they may take everything they learned and pretend like they're living on the frontier in early 17 or the late 1700s, and they'll just put it all to good use.
Talking about the junior Ranger
Junior
camp.
Ranger camp. That last day, part of it they may do.
Bring him next week.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yeah.
So we'll do that.
Okay.
Hit this right here. There you go. Thank you, dear, as
Thank
always.
you.
She can come for $50, $20, whatever.
Or free.
Or free. That's probably the best price.
Or
And that's what she does. Comes to promote the park.
No.
Sycamore Shoals State Park Gift Shop. Right up the street is where they are. Literally. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Axel Steins in the house next on the Tom Daly Sports Show.
In a world where clutter, trash, and debris threaten your property, one man is ready to save the day. He's Container Man, your dumpster delivery superhero. Need to clear out your garage? Call Container Man. Remodeling your home? Call Container Man. Demolition waste taking over your job site? Call Container Man. From minor to major projects, Container Man has the perfect size dumpster for every task. With lightning fast delivery and the customer service of a locally owned company, he will help you restore order to your world. When you're ready to fight clutter, trash, and debris, call Container Man.
On to Travis Constable again with TNS Home Improvements. Tell me what it's all about, sir.
Well, we build decks, do porches, roofing, underpinning under mobile homes, a little bit of remodel work, but with the decks and roofing, we just try to stick on that end of things.
Absolutely. And so they've been at it for how many years now?
We've been at it for a little over 3 years now.
3 years. TNS Home Improvements. They go all over the Tri-Cities. You take quotes. You're licensed and bonded, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So I make the phone call. Let's step me through real quick. I make the phone call, get a hold of you, so we're going to come out and see what you got going on and tell me what do you do, take it from there. What happens next?
I'll schedule a day and time to come out and speak with you and give you an estimate, and you just have to say yay or nay, and then we put you on the schedule.
Social media, how do we find you?
Facebook.
Yep. And the phone number is?
423-946-8432.
They've been at it, folks. Again, started with a drill and a Chevy, what was it, Chevy Blazer?
Chevy Trailblazer.
Trailblazer. And now they're up to 5 full-time employees and four part-time employees. They're going great guns. They want to help you. Let them come give you a quote on what you need. TNS Home Improvements, sponsor of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. Counted us down 3-2-1. Coming up, we'll take a look at Major League Baseball. Axel Stein's in the house. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good on this Monday, June the 23rd, right here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth, and my local Chick-fil-A.
Yep. What did you have for lunch?
I had like 12 pieces of nuggets and a large fry.
12 nuggets? Wow.
Yeah.
He's a growing boy. 12 nuggets and a large fry. What did you have to drink?
I had a large sweet tea.
Large sweet tea. Look at the ball cap. He's got the ball cap on.
We got matching caps.
We do have matching caps on. Look at that. Countdown to Cyclone football. How many days we got?
Well, I heard yesterday on a Sunday, the 22nd, that is, we had 2 months, and there is 60 days, 3 hours, 28 minutes, and 51 seconds until Cyclone football 2025.
There you go.
Yep.
60 days, 3 hours, 28 minutes, and 43 seconds. Now, we talk about this every time he comes. He is the host of the Cyclone Walk. Our first game will be September the 5th.
Westridge coming to town.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I don't even ask. Yes, go ahead. Tell us about the Cyclone Walk, because this is where Axel really shines.
The guys come out of the locker room, they come down the sidewalk, I would get them pepped up, I high-five some of them while the cheerleaders are playing their Cyclone athletic songs, and I high-five our mascots Tuffy and Stormy as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
September the 5th. You get to do it 4 times this year.
Yep, only 4.
But next year you get 6 times.
Yeah.
Now, what grade are you going to be in this year? You going to be a sophomore or junior?
10th.
10th grade?
Yeah, sophomore.
So we get you for 2 more years. That's awesome.
Yep.
So that is exciting news.
Yeah, once August 7th comes.
That's when school starts?
Yeah, first half day, that is.
When's the first full day?
The 11th.
The 11th?
Yeah, and then Cyclone Football 2025 will start on the 22nd at Science Hill.
You're exactly right. Now, do you go to the road games too? Do you go to the away games?
Well, I watched some of them this past season when you guys traveled to like Daniel Boone, and a couple months ago the hurricane hit the area. Yeah, so we had to play in different places. Like for the Sullivan East game, we had to play at their place, and for Dom and Spinnet, we had to play at Science Hill, which we are going to this year on the 22nd. That is.
That's it. We're going back to Science Hill, play Science Hill. He's exactly right. He's on it. He knows what he's...
Yeah. And then last season, the final 3 road games before we came back to the bank, we've been on the road at Northview, Volunteer, and Greenville. Yeah. And then came back home for Fulton. First round of the 4A playoffs.
He's on it. He's exactly right. He knows exactly what we did. Now, since you were a guest, you've already had lunch. You had 12 nuggets, so...
Yeah.
But would you like to have an ice cream or a milkshake or something for being on the show? You can go up and get whatever you want. So, what would you like to have? Do you like milkshakes?
Yeah.
You like chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, cookies and cream?
This past these past days, last week I've been to Oak Ridge with the basketball team, and I had lots of fun there.
You did?
Yeah.
Did we win any games?
We've won some games, that is.
Yeah. But you had fun.
Yeah, at least I had fun, though.
Hanging out with the guys, hanging out with the buds, you had fun, right?
Yeah. I even went to Top Golf, too.
What is that? Is that a driving range, Top Golf?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you were at Top Golf. hitting a golf ball. Did you do good?
Yeah, some balls got in there, and when I hit it, some of them I was like some of them were like too not good, and I was like no good.
No good. Some were good, and some were not so good.
Yeah.
That's kind of how the golfing game goes.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not so good. So, that's awesome. Yeah. So go up and get with it. Tell your mom, go up and either get you like an ice cream cone, or you can get a milkshake, whatever you want. You get because you're on the guest of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Yeah, Tom Taylor Sports Show fan.
That's it. On the road tomorrow. Oh, you guys are coming tomorrow.
Yeah. Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue.
The Steins boys are coming tomorrow. There you go. The quest for a perfect barbecue. There you go. You gotta love him. Axel Stein shines. I got a new little catchphrase. Axel Stein shines during the Cyclone Walk. That's your baby, man. You do a great job at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cannot wait to be back at it this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't wait either. So.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming by, sir.
I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Tell your mama to get what it. Go up and get whatever you want because you're a guest on the show. All right.
Okay.
All right. See you tomorrow at Phil's Dream Pit.
Yeah. The quest for perfect barbecue.
Give that to me. I like that. Do it again.
The quest for perfect barbecue.
I love him. He is awesome. We'll take a break. We'll take a look at Major League Baseball coming up right after this timeout from, let's see, we need to drop in. Oh, yes, went and bought me another brand new steel leaf blower. Yeah, from Big John's Closeouts. Love Big John's. We'll be right back after this. They're going to be talking about getting ready to, as soon as I find it, to stain. There it is. Staining your decks and your fences. Get your stains from Big John's Closeouts here in Elizabeth. Start thinking stains and painting. You got a full line. Tell us about that from Big John's Closeouts.
Yeah, we've got about anything that you might need in your interior painting supplies and stuff of that nature, from either Valspar or the California paint, which used to be many years ago Gray Seal paint. A lot of people remembers that. As far as that nature, we can mix different colors. We've got color charts that you can pick from. We've got your primers if you've got where you've had a water leak or whatever. We've got primers and things that you can put on there so it doesn't bleed through as far as that goes. And of course, we've got all your application items that you might need, from paint brushes to rollers to everything from Worcester, which is American made pretty much. And so we're very proud of that. A lot of people will be starting to think about getting out on the deck now that it's getting warmer and things of that nature. Not only doing repair work with our full line of treated lumber and other stuff, but thinking about staining. Whether you want a semi-transparent, semi-solid, solid color stain. We stock the Cabot line, and we're also bringing in a new line of stain that is a Ready Seal stain, which is almost bulletproof. You just pretty much with their stain product eliminate any brush marks, lap marks with your rollers. It flows, and basically you get an almost foolproof finish with that Ready Seal stain. We'll have about 6 to 8 colors in stock probably within the next 2 weeks of that. And so we're very excited about having that. That's going to be our newest line that we're adding.
It's awesome. It's all available. Big John's Closeouts here in Elizabethton. The hours are open, sir.
7:30 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday.
And how can we find you to find out more on social media?
BigJohnsCloseouts.com. You can also email us at experts@BigJohnsCloseouts.com or give us a call at 542-4755.
Well, we're great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local at Big John's Closeouts here in Elizabethton. He's back because he forgot to wish happy birthday to somebody. So tell him who's having a birthday today.
This is Wyatt Lyons, a former Hampton basketball player, and he wore number 14, and so happy heavenly birthday to him.
I know. Okay, I get it now. White Lyons. So
Yeah.
he passed away, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2022.
Yep. Now, I made the connection. Okay, so White Lyons, he's played basketball in Hampton.
Yeah.
He's having a birthday today, but he's in heaven.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Now I kept thinking I've heard that name. So there you go. You did your job. Go get you some ice cream, sir.
Yeah.
Yep. I love the man. He is a piece of work. All right, let's jump in and do some more sports. Let's take a look and see what's got. Let's see. Oklahoma City Thunder, SGA the superstar, capped off one of the most impressive seasons in recent NBA history. He won the Finals MVP, took him and got the championship. Oklahoma City wins the NBA championship. He scored 29 points, dished out 12 assists, and pulled in 5 rebounds. They won by 12 over Indiana. The first player since Shaquille O'Neal back in 2000 to win the scoring title, the regular season MVP, and the Finals MVP in the same year. Only 2 other players ever done that were Michael Jordan, who did it 4 times. LeBron James ain't even close to the greatest player of all time. Michael Jordan did it 4 times. He won the MVP, the scoring title, and the Finals MVP 4 times. Nobody else has ever done that. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did it once. Also, SGA is the first player since LeBron James in 2013 to win both the regular season MVP and the Finals MVP in the same season. So, obviously, you lose your big guy yesterday, Halliburton, with torn Achilles heel injury, which was a big difference in that ball game, to say the least. He got knocked out, in the first quarter of that game, and it was never the same. And so they gave him their best shot, but you lose Halliburton for the rest of the game, and the Game 7 of the NBA championship, just not the same. So congratulations to Oklahoma City. They're the crown toast of the NBA basketball world by winning the world championship yesterday by 12 points over Indiana in Oklahoma City. Phoenix Suns have agreed on a blockbuster trade. 15-time All-Star Kevin Durant going to Houston from Phoenix. From Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, a number 10 pick in this year's draft, and 5 second-round picks. So they've pretty much unloaded the wagon to get Kevin Durant. That's a very, very iffy trade, given the fact that he could, a knee injury, something goes wrong, he's in trouble, or they're in trouble. So they've given away a lot to get him. Of course, he is who he is, one of the best of all time. And so the trade can be formally completed when the new league year begins on July the 6th. And then in College World Series baseball, LSU, the Tigers beating Coastal Carolina, beating them for the College World Series. The Tigers 53-15, get a 2-game sweep with the Chanticleers to finish as 56-13. And so they won their, second national championship in 3 years. SEC 6th straight national title in baseball, the 11th in 16 years. LSU's 8th national championship all time. Only ones got more are Southern California with 12. So LSU keeps it in the Southeastern Conference by winning the national championship. And then the coach, pretty impressive, Jay Johnson, the first Division I coach to win 2 titles in his first 4 years at a school. No coach has ever done that in fewer than 8 seasons. So what was really cool is the legendary Skip Bertman was in the stands, 87 years old. He's in a wheelchair now, but he was there to cheer on LSU. And again, LSU makes it 6 straight SEC teams. Of course, Tennessee won it last year at the national championship. So there you go. That is that tells you that we are very dominant in the Southeastern Conference, obviously, in baseball. Coming up, we'll take a look at Major League Baseball. Also, we'll take a look at the Crazy 8 Road Race coming up next month in Kingsport at Fun Fest. We'll do that. But coming up next, we have a young lady who wants to come be on the show. She has brought someone for moral support who does not want to be on the show. We're going to take a break, and we're going to let her come over and tell us what's going on in her world. We're going to do this. Coach Diaz set this up, and she will join us coming up next right after this. From who might we bring in here and let you talk about? Let's bring in the good folks from Rick Walters, let's do this one, Double C Western Supply, right up the street, the Cowboy Store and more. And we'll be right back with this young lady next on the Tom Daly Sports Show. And again, with Double C Western Supply, a lot of Western stores out there. What do you feel like separates Double C from all the other competition?
I feel like there's a lot of things that separate us. Our customer service, I feel like we help our customers very well. I feel like we're very friendly, and at least we try to be. We strive to be a friendly, family-based business. I also feel like our prices are very good. I feel like we try to keep our prices and our merchandise to a point that the whole family can shop here. And I mean, some things do have to be a little more expensive just because of the nature, but I feel like we try to keep our prices down low enough. And just we're always just striving to get the next newest merchandise, the best merchandise that we can for them, and just we just try our best to do the best we can all the time. So I feel like, mainly that our customer service and our prices kind of differentiate us.
There you go.
Yeah.
Double C Western Supply on Railroad Street in Elizabeth. And again, social media, they're there, and also the website, doublecwestern.com. So, proud sponsor of the show, Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Miss Diane and the great folks at Double C Western Supply in Elizabeth. And be loyal, buy local, buy it in Betsy. Amazon doesn't sponsor your ball teams, but Double C Western Supply does. And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. See, when you tune in, you just never know what you're going to see or what you're going to hear about. In this case, it's Linda Lowe's in the house. You're retiring.
I'm retiring Thursday. Is my last day of work.
Yep. How many years and where?
I have 18 years in at Colorworks, textile dye and finishing, and had 23 years at a factory in Johnson City.
Mm-hmm. Now, you're a Cyclone.
I am a Cyclone.
Through and through.
Through and through, class of 1975.
There you go. So, Coach Diaz says she's retiring. Can you let her come by and talk about it? So sure, you can come by and talk about it. So, you were in the stands. You didn't play sports, but you go to a lot of the games, don't you? Still do?
I try to go, and when I can, I'll listen to them, either you or on the radio.
Yep, and I appreciate that very, very much. So, good things going on. So now Shay's here with you. That's her boss, who wants to sit over there and don't want to come over here. You don't think she can at least come by and just come over here and wave? Can she just wave?
Come wave, Shay.
Shay, come wave. Shay, let's go. Shay.
Shay.
So come right here. Come where they can see you. There she is. So you're losing a good employee, aren't you?
A good employee.
Yeah.
We love Linda.
Yeah.
We're in Stony Creek, and she's done our shipping for 18 years?
18 years. Now, for folks out there, we got them watching all over the country. What's the name of the company is?
Colorworks.
Now, what do you guys do?
We're a textile dyeing and finishing plant. So we do government business, parachutes, mainly what we do right now. We do some tent material for military.
You make parachutes for the military?
Yes. Yes.
I didn't know that. It's here in Stony Creek?
Yep, right at Stony Creek.
Colorworks.
Next to the rescue squad.
Rescue squad.
Right behind the rescue squad.
So how long have you been at Colorworks?
31 years.
31 years. She started when she was 10.
I was a baby.
10 years old, she started Colorworks. That's good. There you go. Thank you, Shay. See, it wasn't so hard, so I did not know. What? You're going to miss her? Yeah. Yes.
I miss her, too.
Yeah.
Big shout out to all the guys and girls at Colorworks.
Yes, absolutely. So, a big Cyclone fan. You see the countdown up on the screen. We're 60 days from kickoff.
60 days. I can't wait.
3 hours and 11 minutes, but who's counting? So we're getting ready for Cyclone football to be here before you know it. And so you just wanted to come by, and I'm proud of you. We're one of those folks that worked hard, kept a job, kept going, and now you get to ride. What are you going to do now that you're retired? What do you got plans to do?
Nothing. I don't
Nothing?
want to. No.
Amen. Nothing?
I like to travel around. I've not been out west and things like that, you know.
Do a little traveling.
And that's about it.
Yeah. When you go out west, you're going to go to Grand Canyon?
Grand Canyon. I want to see Utah. I want to see Montana.
There you go.
Just the wide open spaces.
Wide open spaces. Well, congratulations.
Well, thank you very much.
She's sad, but you're happy because she's losing a great employee, but you're tickled to death because you get to Right off in the sunset.
Right off in the sunset.
When is your last day of your
Thursday.
This coming Thursday?
This coming Thursday.
All right. So there may be a party of sorts up there at Colorworks. Maybe a cake or something going on and some tears are flowing because
I'll probably be squalling.
it's squalling. Shay, I can already tell you she's probably gonna be squalling. She's losing good ones. You've been in charge of shipping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had no clue. We make parachutes for our military here in Elizabeth and Tri-Cities.
Tents and
Oh, really?
kinds
That's
of
awesome.
things.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, lady.
Thank you.
Yeah, enjoy your retirement.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, so there you go. I thought that was pretty cool to bring her by. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll be right back after this from Weight Loss Success on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Our success is your success.
I stand before you now as proof that you should never believe that something is impossible to do. In America, the impossible is what we do best.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Well, I just got told by Mr. Steins that we have kids' night tonight from 5 till 7 here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, so I'm glad he told me because I forgot all about that. So it has got a bunch of activities going on, got balloons and different things. It's free. So come by tonight, bring the youngins. It's kids' night here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on this Monday, June the 23rd. Let's take a look at Major League Baseball. We'll get Coach Diaz going to join us coming up here in a second. So let's take a look at Major League Baseball. Braves open up a series tonight against New York. Now the Mets are reeling. We're going to try and catch them. Now's a good time. They lost 8 out of 10. The Braves are 35-41. They're 6 under. The Mets are 46-32. They're 14 over, but they're still in a tailspin. The Phillies on top of the leaderboard by only a game. They've won 8 out of 10. The Mets will have Paul Blackburn. Will go with Swellenbach. Will go for the Braves tonight in New York at 7:10. Texas, Evan Carter and the boys will be in Baltimore. I would assume some Elizabeth folks will be driving to Baltimore to Camden Yards to see Evan Carter and a 6:35 first pitch tonight in Baltimore. Reds hosting the Yankees. Arizona at Chicago to battle the White Sox. Milwaukee hosting Pittsburgh. Seattle, Minnesota. The Cardinals and the Cubs will get together in St. Louis tonight. The Red Sox will be in L.A. to battle the Angels, and Washington on the left coast against San Diego. Now the standing starting the week goes like this. In the American League East, the Yankees lead the Rays by 2.5. Rays are hot. They won 7 out of 10. The Red Sox, man, they run hot and cold. They win 4 or 5 in a row. They lose 4 or 5 in a row. They won 7 out of 10. They're 6 back. The Red Sox, again, in the American League East. And the Central, Detroit, the best team in baseball, leads Cleveland by 8.5. In the West, all three teams are hot. Houston's won 7 out of 10. They lead the Mariners by 5 games. The Mariners have won 6 out of 10. And the Rangers have won 6 out of 10. They're 7 back. So they're within striking distance. And so what you want to do is close that gap before the All-Star game, which is coming up in a couple of weeks in Atlanta. In the National League, the Phillies, we said, lead the Mets by 1 in the East and the Central. The Cubs, a 3.5-game lead over the Brewers, who are hot. Milwaukee's won 4 in a row and 7 out of 10. The Cardinals are in third place. They're 4.5 back. And in the West, the Dodgers, one of the top teams in baseball, has won 7 out of 10. And they lead the Giants by 3.5 and the Padres by 5. So the Giants and the Padres have both lost 6 out of 10 so far in the last 10 games, so they're struggling a little bit. And then in closing in baseball, Cal Raleigh. Remember this kid's name. He is putting on a show. He's already set the record for home runs by a catcher before the All-Star break. First player this season to the 30 home run mark. He got there before Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani. It's interesting. He now has his third 30-homer of the season, joining Hall of Famers Mike Piazza, who did it 9 times, Johnny Bench did it 4 times, and Roy Campanella did it 4 times. The only catchers in history with 3 or more 30-home run seasons. This guy's the deal. He can plays the Mariners. He is a threat, obviously, at the plate. The first switch hitter ever. How about that? In all Major League Baseball, he's the first switch hitter to ever have 30 home runs before the All-Star break. It's pretty impressive. He's also the first player to reach 30 home runs in 75 games since 2001. Barry Bonds and Luis Gonzalez did that. By the way, the record for home runs in a season by a catcher is 48. He's already got 30, so he's well on his way. Salvador Perez did that back in 2021 for Kansas City. And the home run mark for a switch hitter in one season is 54. Guess who did that? Mickey Mantle did it back in 1961. So remember the name. He's having a year. Cal Raleigh, just like the city, Raleigh. Cal Raleigh, the catcher for the Seattle Mariners. The guy's getting it done. And so the Braves will be in New York tonight against the Mets. And our other regional team, the Reds, hosting Cincinnati. And Evan Carter, our Texas Ranger man, is with his club in Baltimore, Camden Yards, to battle the Orioles tonight, starting the series there. Here's Mrs. Shell. Sandy Shell's in the house. Are you going to come? Hello, Mr. Hauser. How are you, sir? You did thank you for introducing me yesterday. You did a great job. Thank you. Well, I'm just doing what the Lord told me. So, Mrs. Shell, do you want to talk? Can you come talk? What is it? What does this mean? You what? All right. Let me take this break. Don't go too far. Don't you move. Take this break. We'll be right back, and we'll talk to Coach Diaz about football tickets, the Ryder Center for Athletic Performance, whatever else is on his mind. He's our AD from Elizabeth, and next to the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Okay. You're welcome. So,
Our success is your success.
Our buddy Sherry Holtzclaw, the owner of the Jewelers Bench, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. A lot of jewelry stores. Why trade at the Jewelers Bench?
So we've been in business for 26 years. John is the jeweler. Everything is done here. It stays here. We do not send anything out. You know, you go and buy from Zales or somewhere like that, you've got to send it off, and it's 4 weeks or whatever. But if you have any issues with your pieces, then he's here and you can talk to him face to face. You know, we've got great employees, great customers that have become pretty much family, and we are, you know, like you had mentioned, on some of second generation of people coming in. And You know, I think it says a lot being in business in a small town for almost 26 years.
Yep. You served their mom and dad, and now the kids are grown up, and you're serving them now. Take care of their jewelry needs as well. So, I mean, they're running the full slate. Watches, rings, Pandora. Oh, gosh. What else? You've got the Glock. You've got the Bearing watches. You got the G-Shocks. What else you got? What other watches?
So we have watches. So you said Citizens.
Mm-hmm.
Bearing, G-Shock.
Mm-hmm.
That's, yeah, I've got a new, some new bearings coming in soon.
Mm-hmm. So, full line of watches, full line of everything you need right here. The full-time jewelry store with the jewelry repair. The Jeweler's Bench. Hours are open.
So we're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and on Saturday, 9:30 to 4.
Social media, how do we find you?
So we're on Facebook and Instagram.
And the phone number is?
423-542-5600.
Great sponsor. Been at it a long time. And love promoting the Jeweler's Bench right here on the Tom Miller Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports.
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven toasted cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Back on the Tom Miller Sports Show, we were talking to Evan Carter's mother-in-law, which is pretty cool. They're going to be in Baltimore. You ever been to Baltimore at Camden Yards?
I've not. The parks I've been up in Northeast, I went to Old Yankee Stadium, which was really cool, and I've been to Boston. I've been to Fenway.
Oh, you've been to Fenway?
I've been to Fenway.
Oh, man.
And I've been to Wrigley, too.
Oh.
Wrigley's number 2, but nothing can beat Fenway.
That it?
That's the Mecca.
Been to the mountaintop?
That's the ones I've been to. Now, I've not been to some others, but, that's the Mecca.
So Fenway's here.
And then I'd go Wrigley.
Wrigley? You've been to Yankee Stadium?
Old Yankee Stadium, yeah. Old Yankee. I've not been to new one.
Yeah. That's awesome. So, Coach is here with us. Let's give us an update on season football tickets. You see the countdown. 60 days, 2 hours, 55 minutes, and 45 seconds till kickoff. And so it's here. When is Dead Week, by the way?
Right now, we're in it right now. This week and next week. So.
Oh, we're Dead Week. That's why nobody's around.
That's why
everybody's gone.
It's vacation time for a lot of the kids, and I'm glad they get these couple weeks off so that they can recuperate a little bit and be with their families. I think that's really important. And I've got kids now that are on this calendar, so it's a little different for me, you know. So, but my kids are, they're going to camps and stuff like that, and we'll go on vacation next week. So it'll be good for us. We need it.
That's it. Get away and recharge the battery, because when you come back, it's pedal to the metal.
Yes.
Hammer time.
I saw your little countdown there. Makes my blood pressure go up a little bit, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. We're down to 60 days, 2 hours and 54 minutes now to kick off. So season tickets, where are we right now on season tickets?
Yeah, so if you're a season ticket holder, you probably got an email, so you can go on GoFan and get your season ticket that way, but a lot of people don't like to do that, and that's fine. So the in-person ones that you can get your hard copy season pass will go on sale on July 7th. So when we get back from the dead period, you can come to the front office, the main office at the high school, and either Nick or I will be there, and we'll be starting selling tickets.
It's here. It's hard to believe. First home game, September the 5th, excuse me, against West Ridge. Our first game will be at Science Hill, and we go to Stone Castle.
Yep.
I'm glad we got them back on the schedule. That's going to be a great series.
Yeah, we were too. It's probably been about 10 years, I guess, or so, since we've been on the schedule with them. So we were able to work that out, and so we're really excited about getting that rivalry renewed again.
The Stone Castle's been renovated. Of course, it is on the National Historic, what's the name of the title? The National Historic Sites. That don't sound right. National Historic Places. In other words, it's one of those legendary football facilities in the whole country. The Stone Castle will be up there for the game. They'll come to our place next year. Then we got our home opener against West Ridge on September the 5th. 4 games is what it is. Next year it's 6 games.
Yeah.
Go with it.
Yeah.
And so deal with it. I mean, it is what it is. So people still going on about it. We got 4 games. It is what it is.
It's really tough. We were fretting that we're only going to have 9 again, and but we were able to pick up another one. West Ridge was really, really good to us because they had 5 home games at the time when we were talking with them, and we had 3 home games, and they're like, we can't let you guys have 3 home games, and they helped us out and said, we'll give you that. We'll go to your place first. So I'm really thankful for West Ridge and those guys over there for doing that. That was really kind of them to do, because they didn't have to do that, because you probably know this, but we have a hard time getting people to play us.
Yep.
So, we were fretting there for a little bit, but we got it worked out.
Yep. That would be Anthony Richardson, athletic director.
Yeah,
Give him
Coach
some
Richardson.
props.
Yep.
All right. So the very latest on the Dave Ryder Center for Athletic Performance. What's going on there?
Yeah, it's up and going. There's last I heard was September 1st. We'll be opening up, or around the 1st of September. It's construction, so it might get pushed back again. I'm not sure. But we're doing everything we can to make sure we equip it with the best equipment we can in the weight room. And so that's, we're still raising money for that. For those that are interested in doing that, they can just contact the high school and ask for, or email me or Nick Miller, Joe Diaz, joe.diaz@ecschools.net. And love to tell people about it. And so, if people want to give, and we want to make sure that happens.
You had some folks that have given checks.
Yes, man. We've had a few churches come alongside of us and partner with us, and I've gotten kind of some verbal confirmations from a couple others saying that they're going to do it. We've had several of our clubs, our booster clubs or school support organizations that are given the volleyball. Talked about Sandy there. They just gave a little bit, and some other ones, Junior Cyclones. Baseball is committed a little bit, and so more and more of those seem to be coming around every day too.
It's here, folks. We're in Dead Week, so this week, next week, and for those of you out of state, there's a lot of you watching, and thank you for that. The TSSAA says no practices, no scrimmages, no games, of course, no anything. Everybody gets out of town, disappears for this week and next week, mandatory. Then after that, it's on. Everybody's back in. Your fall sports are volleyball, girls soccer, cross country, boys and girls cross country, boys and girls golf, and of course football. So
and
cheering.
Yeah.
So all those will start back up in earnest when we come back in 2 weeks. So You'll be gone next week. Well
Yes,
deserved.
yeah.
Disappeared.
I'll try.
Turn the
I'm
stupid.
sure it won't
Are you-
happen.
are you
Yeah,
listening
you know
to
it's
me?
not going to happen.
You gonna listen to me?
You
Turn
can
the
say it.
stupid phone off for a week. Just turn off. Be a husband and a daddy. I'm just
Yeah.
telling you, got to do that.
Yeah.
Got to do it. Say, Nick, hold the fort down till I come back.
Well, he's off too, so so it'll be.
Oh, Minton, hold
yeah,
down the
it'll be
fort till we
Minton.
get back.
Yeah, he's on vacation this week, so I guess it'll be Dr. Minton.
There you
Hold the
go.
fort down.
Enjoy your time
Hey,
off.
appreciate it.
Thanks
Thank you
for coming
for
by,
having
sir. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at NASCAR to kind of wrap this thing up. Back after we've been gone last week, back in the saddle, and we'll be right back after this. From Chick-fil-A, where tonight it's Kids Night from 5 to 7. Having some free activities for the kids tonight here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Reminding you that on the Tom Daly Sports Show. Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton.
I guess I work at the Chick-fil-A.
I go to that Chick-fil-A all the time.
He came to the drive-thru. Before I can give him his change, he drove away. It was a month before he came back in.
Marcus hands me this envelope, and it's like $3.
I kept it in my back pocket for over a month.
That's crazy. I'm just like pretty stunned.
She's like, dude, you serious? What?
Appreciate the $3, man. And we found out we both play trumpet.
Back on the Tom Daly Sports Show, so you don't ever know who's going to be on this show. And here's a young lady, I've never met her before. She just walked up and said, can I talk? And for the reason she wants to talk, I said, absolutely you can talk. Her name is Terry Cochran. How you doing, lady?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Yeah, so tell us they are in town to help those. See, folks think it's over, and it's not over. We've said all along it's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
That's right.
And so there are people still that need help. It happened in September last year, as we're approaching, so what is it, June, July, August? We're 9 months into this.
Yep.
And there's people out there that still need help.
That's right.
And people, when I tell them that, particularly outside this area, went, oh, FEMA's been in there, and this one's been in there, and this one, there's people still need help. I said, yes, there's people still need help, and you know that, so tell them what's going on.
Well, I'm actually working for Disaster Recovery Outreach, and I am looking for people that are still dealing with situations. I would desire to fill in the gap. A lot of people still have gaps. They did not receive the financial aid that they needed, or they only received a portion of what they needed, and those people are gone. So they don't know where to go for help. And I'm saying, if you need help with the disaster that you went through with Helene, please give me a call. You can text me also. The number is 423-707-9969, and I will hook you up with some case management to see if there's any way we can help you out.
You were telling about off air. You were talking about a situation from last week about water going under the house. Tell me about that.
Yes, sir. I spoke to someone just last week. He was so afraid to reach out for help. It's really sad. I went to his house and found out that the baseboard was actually 6 inches below. The flooring was actually 6 inches below the baseboard. Because water had gone underneath his house. I know another lady that was using a car jack to hold up her front porch, and her water pump wasn't working properly to where she was taking bucket showers, and she would have to go out and do her laundry. You know, we have access to different types of appliances that people may need. We also have construction teams and workers that are around looking for people that they can help. This is a long-term thing.
Yeah.
People's lives have been definitely devastated.
Yep.
And people think that there's no help out there. Well, there is. I want you to know my name is Terry Cocking, and you can call me at 423-707-9969, and I will do the best I can to hook up with people that can help.
What organization are you with?
Well, actually, there's several organizations that we are working with. It's a Southeastern Synagogue, Lutheran Disaster Program. We're working with Episcopal, and we're also working with United Corps. So these are donations. I had somebody say, "Is it free?" And I went, "Yeah. Let's get some case management in there and see what we can do to help you."
So there's no strings attached. You just come
No
in to help
strange
them.
attacks.
Okay.
No strange. And for people who received a portion of what they needed for FEMA, we actually have people that'll help you reapply maybe, or even appeal for FEMA if you didn't get everything you needed.
So FEMA's gone, right?
Yeah.
And what was the other organization
It was,
you told me?
and they all did good work.
Right.
Good Samaritan, they did a great work, but they're gone.
Right.
And I know that some churches have pulled out to help the people. So, but we want to, like I said, fill in the gap, find the places that are needed.
You give this number again. I'm going to keep this card. 423-707-9969. 707-9969. Call that number, ask for Terry, and go from there. Now, you're working in Carter County
Yes,
or
sir.
Johnson County, Unicoi County, where at?
I will take information for Johnson County and Unicoi County, but my main county is Carter County. Thank you for asking
Carter
that.
County.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
707-9969. If you know somebody needs help because of the floods, Tom is in September. I know when it was. We all know when it was.
Yes, that's right.
But there's people that still are trying to pick up the pieces, put their lives back together. FEMA came in, did what they could, did what they did. I'm not going to get into all that, but some of the folks were left behind and left out. So this young lady today can help you. 707-9969. Well, you don't know what I'm going through. Well, call her, and I'm sure
Find out.
She can't help you. She'll probably point you somebody who can. But so you have a team, is that right?
Yes, sir. We have several teams that are working with us that we are partnering with.
Are you from here? Or are you from out?
I live in Rome Mountain.
Okay, well.
So and there's been all the different towns that are in Carter County. I can't find you, but I know there's people out there. You need help. You've got to call me.
Mm-hmm. Because I know there's been a lot of groups coming from out of the area, out of town.
Yes, sir.
A lot of those have gone back. So you are from here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so she's not going anywhere. She's
No,
from
that's
here.
right. I'm here.
707. In fact, I know a couple of churches that were here from Kentucky,
Uh-huh.
and they got flooded about 3 or 4 or 5 weeks ago, and so they had to go back to help up around Pikeville to help them out.
Mm-hmm.
So, but she's here. Terry, 707-9969. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
For this help. I
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate it.
You're quite welcome. That's why we're here. And so there you go. Quick break. We'll come right back and we'll wrap it up. We'll take a look at NASCAR. They ran yesterday in Pocono. You're welcome. Thank you, lady. They ran yesterday in Pocono. We'll find out who won it, where they're going to head next. And, there's another name there's even less of a chance to get into the playoffs. We'll talk about that next here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
This is Pastor Fallow of Pleasant Beach Baptist Church in Elizabethton, and we'd love to have you come be with us. You and your family be with us on Sunday. I'm standing here in the lobby at our visitors table, our welcome table, and there's packets made up with tells you a little more about the church and get acquainted card, and then also a mug and some things in there for you to take with you to remind you to pray for us. And we've got a place for you and your family and want you to come. Our goal is for you to know the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior, but beyond that, to find your purpose and contentment in life of knowing Him, walking with Him, and serving Him each day. And so we want you and your family to come be with us Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Wednesday night. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. You can find a little more information about us online at pleasantbeachbaptist.com.
I know what I want to be when I grow up.
I'm one of those people who just always knew what she wanted to be.
I probably want to be a doctor.
From a really young age, I always wanted to be a doctor.
But like a really good doctor.
I would even make my little brother pretend he was sick just so I could take care of him.
I think being healthy is important so people can have a happy life.
And when someone along the way said, girls don't become doctors, my teacher inspired me to follow my dreams.
Mr. Green says I can be whatever I want.
And now I'm a research scientist at a medical university. Thank you, Mr. Green, for just believing in me.
Thanks, Mr. Green.
You help make their dreams possible. We can do the same for you.
Hi, this is Greg Salyer. Join me every Wednesday at noon here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show as we talk Major League Baseball. Baseball news both on and off the field. Wednesdays at noon here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, let's take a look at NASCAR from yesterday. Chase Briscoe gets the win, brings home the checkers at Pocono. First win of the year, first at Pocono, his third career win. He's tied with several guys now at NASCAR on the all-time wins list at number 3. Your top 10, pole sitter Denny Hamlin finished second. Briscoe, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Chris Buescher, Chase Elliott, John Hunter Nemechek, Kyle Larson, Ryan Preece, Brad Keselowski, and Austin Cindric rounded out the top 10 from yesterday at Pocono. Guys that had a tough day at the office. Bubba Wallace finishing out of 37 drivers, finished number 36. Michael McDowell, 35th. Tyler Reddick was 32nd. Not a good day for Tyler. Where'd my guy go? Kyle Busch started 26th, finished 20th. So, anyway, winning at Chase Briscoe. They head off now to Atlanta for the race this weekend. There was 11 lead change among 9 drivers. Guys that led the race yesterday included Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, Hocevar, Joey Logano, Alex Bowman, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Carson Hocevar, as we said. Briscoe, of course, won it. Ryan Blaney. And Briscoe led the last, 23 laps to win it. So Chase Briscoe gets the W at Pocono. So here's the standings heading off to Atlanta. You take 16 drivers, so you win, you're in. You got 11 different drivers have won now. 11 different guys have won, Briscoe being the latest. So you only have 5 slots left. Every time a different driver wins, that's another one that's knocked out. As far as possibilities of getting into the playoffs on points, we have 17 races in out of the 26 of the regular season. This thing's winding down. Got 9 races left. You have 5 spots open. Guys that are in on wins: Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, William Byron, Ryan Blaney, Ross Chastain, Chase Briscoe, Joey Logano, Austin Cindric, Josh Berry, and Shane Van Gisbergen are all in on wins. So guys in points right now. You have 5 guys that are still in on points: Chase Elliott, Tyler Reddick, Chris Buescher, Bubba Wallace, and Alex Bowman. Those guys, if we stop today, will be in on points. Outside the top 16, trying to hang on: Ryan Preece, A.J. Allmendinger, Eric Jones, Kyle Busch are the guys trying to hang on and stay in the hunt. Of course, if you win, any of these guys we just mentioned have not won a race this year, so if you win, you're automatically in the playoffs. But you've got 11 slots spoken for. You have 5 still open. And those point spots right now are Chase Elliott, we said, Tyler Reddick, Chris Buescher, Bubba Wallace, and Alex Bowman. So they're racing this weekend in Atlanta. And so it should be another wide open race at Atlanta Superspeedway this weekend in Hampton, Georgia. All right, 67 wins, one state championship, one state runner-up finish. Nick Hood, the head coach of the Ryco softball team in Southwest Virginia, says, stepping down, taking a break. I got a daughter graduated. My son's going to be in the 8th grade. I want to be a daddy. I applaud him for that. You get one shot. One shot's what you get to raise them. So he says, I've been coaching all these years, now I want to be a daddy. I want to go watch my girl play and watch my son play. I want to be a daddy. I applaud him for that. So anyway, Nick Hood has stepped down, and they're in the process of hiring a new coach at Rye Cove softball program. So there you go. Tom Taylor Sports Show again. We've had a busy first day back. See Betsy Hicks from Northeast Community Credit Union, Leslie Broccoli from Sycamore Shoals, Joe Diaz, athletic director from Elizabethton High School. Who we had? Terry just stopped in. Terry Cocking. Of course, Axel Steins was here to be on the show. Terry, this young lady, talking about helping out. Linda was in here. Linda Lowe, who's retiring after 25 years. A big Cyclone fan, wanted to stop by, and so we let her come be on it. I think I got everybody. I think I covered them. So back tomorrow, we'll be at Phil's Dream Pit. The Quest for Perfect Barbecue. It's kids' night here tonight. So stop by here. It's free from 5 till 7 for all the kiddies. Doing all kinds of cool games and balloons and what have you, whatever they got planned. From 5 till 7 tonight, it's free. Kids' night here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. I wanted to give you the verse of the day before we get out of here. And again, I want to say thanks to Biltmore Baptist. We were there yesterday, and we had a wonderful time. They were so warm and reception, very nice, well received. We appreciate that, bunches and bunches. All right, here's the verse of the day. Psalms 125, 1 and 2, the verse says, those who trust in the Lord are like Mount Zion, which cannot be shaken, but endures forever. Whew. Verse 2 is, the mountains surround Jerusalem, so the Lord surrounds his people both now and forevermore. Is that not awesome? Those who trust in the Lord are like Mount Zion, which cannot be shaken but endures forever. As the mountains surround Jerusalem, so the Lord surrounds his people both now and forevermore. That's a good way to end it. Psalms 125, 1 and 2. Lots going on in the world. You know what's happened since last time we did a show. The President Trump bombed Iran, took out the nuclear facilities, so which in theory will make us all safer when those folks over there won't have the capabilities to do what they wanted to do. But it kind of ramps up the uneasiness in our country and in our world right now, which is understandable. So what a comforting thought to know that we cannot be shaken. We just give our situations to him and go on about our day and leave it to him to handle it, which is not always easy to do. You know that. We're just going to hand it off to him and say, we can't handle this, which is what he wants. But we want to take it and do it ourselves and want to be in control, and we can do it quicker than God can do it. I'm thinking, no, I've had to learn that myself. So we just give it to him, going about our day, and let him handle it how he sees fit, because he's God and knows what's best for us, and he does. And that he surrounds us, protects us, and shelters us like the mountains do around Jerusalem. Thank you, Lord Jesus. You care that much for us, and you love us that much that you want us to bring it to you and give it to you so you can handle it, take care of it. That's pretty cool. Psalms 125, 1 and 2, the verses of the day. That's going to do it. From here, again, don't forget, coming up tonight, there is Kids Night here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton from 5 till 7. Come on, come on, have a big time. Place will be crawling tonight with kids for Kids Night here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. A lot of giveaways, got some games, got some prizes, got some fun, and it's all free. So join us tonight here for Kids Night at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. And out of time, we sincerely thank you for yours. Back tomorrow, show number 2310. We're clicking them off. Tomorrow, 2,310th show will be at Phil's Dream Pit. The Quest for Perfect Barbecue will be there tomorrow. Broadcasting live, got a new set of guests. A lot of sports going on, and we'll talk more about that tomorrow. Getting the Braves tonight will be in New York to battle the Mets. The Reds are at home against the Yankees. And Evan Carter and the Baltimore Orioles will be hosting Evan Carter and the Texas Rangers tonight in Major League Baseball. Of course, Evan is our Elizabethton center fielder who now plays and starts for the Texas Rangers of the American League West. Young man from right here in Elizabethton, Tennessee. Out of time, we sincerely thank you for yours. Till we rejoin you tomorrow at 11 o'clock from Phil's Dream Pit. Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26 will say, as always, bloom where you planted, and win or lose, big at sport. Thanks for watching show number 2309 today.